Okay, let's go.
Hello there, Sister Wives watchers and chick chatters. We are back with a little mini video about Meri's news because we've had a hunch all along that seems to be correct that Meri has moved on. She's got a boyfriend.
I'm so excited for her.
Yeah, I think this is a great step. It only took about 10 years to get over the relationship before, but I'm glad that we've finally moved on from Cody. And this guy seems pretty all right. He seems pretty cute for Meri. She's moving up. I can say that. He don't have no curls or anything. He's just embracing his bald head and his.
He is. I like the hat look on him, but
She posted him on her 53rd birthday, which Meri's birthday was just a couple days ago. I believe it's the 16th, right?
I think so.
So Meri just had her birthday, and it's funny. I didn't realize how close me and Meri's birthdays are. Yeah, my birthday's today too. So Meri is a Capricorn, or she's a cusp like I am. But it's funny that our birthdays are so close together. I never would have thought we were similar.
Where you don't relate.
I don't 100% relate, but she does make some good jokes sometimes, so I can get with her with that. She's got a good sense of humor on her, so I can see that.
I can see that.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised to know we had similar birthdays, so I was already shook by that. I was like, oh, it's her birthday. It's my birthday. Meri said on her birthday, 53 is looking a bit different for me this year, and I might say I like how it looks. Meet Amos, the good-looking guy I've been dating since October. He's not 6'6", nor is he a pilot, but he loves Christmas almost as much as I do, and we laugh a lot together, both of which are important elements to a relationship. Also, Zona absolutely loves him. Be sure to swipe to see the cutest picture, which is Meri's dog.
Holding his paw.
Yeah, they're like holding hands. So I've been keeping this close to me as we've been enjoying the last few months of dating and getting to know each other, as I've considered when and how I wanted to share this fun news and share him with the world. Just kidding, not really sharing. I'm keeping him to myself. I knew I wanted to celebrate my birthday in a special way and let you celebrate this with me. I feel like I'm getting this year off to a great start, and I can't wait to share more with you and the years moving forward. So I thought that was interesting how she has to clarify the sharing thing, because it seems like all the sister wives, now that they're gone, don't want to share anything, and they like to make that obvious. I've been sharing enough.
Yeah, good for them. I don't blame them at all, but I do find it interesting that nobody who is currently in a relationship is willing to share. I know that Janelle has said a few times that she would be willing to consider plural marriage again because she likes the independence, but girl, you can find that independence in a relationship with somebody who's not.
Yeah.
Who's just not.
I was just willing to share, I guess, but whatever.
I'm not judging her. We'll see what she does. She's not even thinking about a man.
No, she's not thinking about anything, but it's interesting. So the only thing we really learned was his name was Amos. He's been seeing Meri since October. So that means I think for some of these tell-alls and maybe some of these look-backs, we've been kind of assuming she probably has moved on. We were, especially Brooke was all over it. She's like, she's moved on.
Because she was basically saying it every time. She's like, I could tell you how to end your marriage. Like, we all know what that means. They've been preaching about it for years and years to Christine and whatever. So yes, I was on to that stuff. And if they made it official or they started dating in October, I would imagine they were talking for, I mean, at least maybe a month or a couple weeks at the least before that. So I know there were pumpkins at Christine's wedding. I don't know exactly when she got married, but I'm sure that that's known.
She got married in October.
Yeah, I know they probably filmed those confessionals with her in it around then too, which I was also saying in our last video. Something's going on with Meri. She's too happy, which is good.
Yeah, I'm glad that she is moving on. Cody said he didn't care if she did anyways. I'm glad that it's not taken her so long to move on. So
Cody couldn't care less.
Although some people think that Cody does care, people think that he's kind of a narcissist, that even though he wants nothing to do with Meri, especially romantically, that he doesn't also want her to have good news to share. So they think he's putting out information to the tabloids about Amos, because we only know Amos's first name. So they don't know how they would have got his last name to look things up, although it really wouldn't take too much these days on the internet. But
So his name's Amos Andrews.
Mhm.
That's his name. I learned on this In Touch article that he's been married 4 times.
So is Cody. So we're in the same playing field.
She probably thinks that too.
Yeah, I mean, she's used to it.
Married and divorced, or at least lots of divorces.
This way, she's not being ignored for the other wives. They're already gone.
All 3 of them, Tracy, Shannon, and Christine.
Oh,
Those are his
Christine.
ex-wives. I wonder if
Okay.
they were all married at the same time. I wonder if he's an ex plural. I wonder if he, like Cody, lost 3 wives.
In 3 years. Well,
So it gives the years for the divorces, which
okay.
tells me that these relationships are also not very long. It gives me a little cause for concern. But we have
Or he was a polygamist and he just lost them one after.
That's what I'm thinking. He's either followed the Cody path to a T,
Mhm.
even almost down to the years, except the last 2, or he has very short-lived, tense relationships. And if that's the case, then Mary's about to be engaged by summer.
Mm.
So it says he's been married 4 times. It only lists 3 women here. So somewhere along the line, there's also been another marriage and divorce. But
Or maybe he's still married.
maybe he's still married to his final wife.
And maybe
You
he's
never know,
courting
but she
another.
said she didn't wanna share.
Yeah, these are just thoughts, not
Totally
we
thoughts,
don't know.
like
We're just having fun.
Yeah. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Mhm.
But so there's Tracy, they got divorced in 1998.
Okay.
Shannon got divorced 2 years later in 2000. So quick marriage, quick divorce. And then we have Christine, who was divorced in 2004. So I would still consider that a pretty quick marriage and quick divorce.
Right.
It's only 4 years in between that.
Now, this other wife could have been married and divorced for longer. Maybe he met her in
2004, 5 or
Yeah.
6, and then maybe like a 10-year marriage. So
We
it's
don't
totally
know.
possible.
Right.
Oh, it's right here. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So then the last one is Jennifer, and he married her in 2016 and divorced her in 2021. So that's
Okay.
his longest marriage at 5 years.
He's either one of those kind of guys where they'll love bomb you and there's like a lot going on in the beginning and it's so exciting and he rushes into it and he's just a passionate guy and he kind of goes in and out of love. But I will say at least he didn't string the women along. And it seems like he was single or at least not married between 2004 and 2006. Maybe he did get it together a little bit and it just didn't work out. I don't know.
Maybe. That's true. Yeah, I'm not judging him by any means. I mean, it's quite a bit of marriages and divorces and not a lot of time, but I like the point that you just made. That's actually a really good point. It seems like if he's in love with somebody, he wants to be in love with them, and if he's not, then he's willing to say it and end it, and I think
Mhm.
that's a good thing for Mary, someone who's probably honest about how they feel, and it's a hard thing to move on from relationships, and sometimes people Cody Brown, Mary Brown, sometimes people drag out relationships.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that. That's for damn sure.
I think that that's good for her to have somebody that's decisive. I mean, we don't know how his marriage has ended or over what.
Had a string of really
Bad
bad
luck.
luck. I don't know.
Maybe there was cheating on one end, on the other end. Who's to know? I mean, we really don't know. But I do think it's interesting that one of the marriages is at the same time as a bankruptcy. So maybe there
Yeah.
was financial things going on, or maybe
Yeah. So we also learned 24 years ago that he did file for bankruptcy, and that was on May 8th in 2000. And his wife from then, so that would be his second wife, Shannon, was listed in this bankruptcy. This is something I think that sometimes is common for people who get a divorce, and we were just talking about this before we started filming, but it is listed on here that it's like a liquidation type of bankruptcy. It says this type of filing is a common form of bankruptcy for, quote, people who cannot make their regular monthly payments towards their debts. And his ex-wife was discharged from the bankruptcy in September of 2000, and the case was closed in September of 2000. So it seems like right around the time of their divorce, which happened in 2000, they probably just liquidated their assets. Maybe they couldn't agree on who was going to pay what. Maybe they didn't have enough money collectively to, pay off the house or their vehicles or
Mhm.
whatever, credit card debt. I mean, we do live in a debt society.
Yeah.
So it happens. But like the point you made too, Cody's also filed for bankruptcy a couple of times as well. I know he did with Meri.
He did with Meri. I believe it was 2005. I think Janelle and Christine also filed separate bankruptcies, but I mean, Cody's
But this,
attached to them
yeah.
too. They just can't do it legally. So I think Christine filed in 2010 and Janelle filed in 98. It's kind of funny. It's like the same year that this guy was losing his wives, Cody was losing his money.
A lot of people file for bankruptcy. It's actually not uncommon. I mean, credit
Mhm.
card debt can get out of order. Not that it's a great thing to do. I mean, it's definitely a lot of last options for people. Yeah, I'm
Such a
not judging
mistake,
anyone
man.
about it. It happens.
Right. Barry's just probably not phased by any of that. I mean, she's went through it with Cody, so why does it matter if this guy has a few failed marriages and a bankruptcy?
One bankruptcy 24
Right.
years ago.
He could have definitely, like I said before, in that 10 years where he wasn't married, maybe he built on himself. We don't know this guy yet. We haven't really been formally introduced to him other than Mary's post and this In Touch article. And I
Really,
mean,
with all this In Touch article coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear a lot more in the near future, just because I think there's a tendency, for the public to kind of dig up the bad stuff about people.
mhm.
I think that this also happened with David a little bit with Christine, so it will probably blow over, but I think it's gotta be tough to date someone in the public eye and have to be his ex-wife, right? I just, like, read all their name. I kept their last names, but they're in this article. Kinda bizarre.
When you're a normal person and you just happen to date somebody on reality TV, it's got to be
Yeah,
like a shell shock
you
when you first see your article about you and In Touch.
yeah, like, these women married somebody who's dating somebody who's on reality TV, and they're in an In Touch article. I would be, like, shook.
We might see him on the show, but I don't think we're gonna see him much. Most people are very supportive of her. Should have dropped Cody a decade ago. Never been so happy for a stranger. Dang, all you sister wives upgraded.
She
Um,
did.
yeah, I just
He's looking nice there.
yeah, we're just happy that she's finally, she's moved on. She's got this nice looking guy. Might have a bit of a past, but don't we all? Don't we all have a past?
Yeah, and I think not anything negatively, but at that age when you're on your second marriage, you have to kind of open up your boundaries a little bit more, not lower your expectations, but just open up what you're willing to be engaged with.
Because they're in their 50s. They've lived a full life before.
Yeah, and if anyone who's lived a life has made mistakes and gone through things and has baggage, and I mean, geez, people in their 20s have baggage, so you just keep collecting it.
Yeah, and it keeps going on and on and on till you're 80 and you can't carry your baggage no more, so you sit down and you wait.
Yeah, see you later.
For the see you later. So yeah, we're very happy for Mary. We were happy we were right. We had a feeling for a minute. She's been kind of hinting. I kind of think that part of why she did not come forward with it is the show. I don't think she was really ready to on the show. And I think the show also might have kept her from it. I think it's possible because could have
Yeah.
ruined some of the season if she's in the tell all like I've already moved on, would take away from
Kind of once you're in that chair in the confessional, they can kind of ask you whatever you want, and you're gonna probably get in a little argument if you don't want to talk
Mhm,
about it. So this, I think, is a good way for her to control her own narrative through her
mhm,
own social media posts. She can see all the comments, she can see how people are responding,
mhm.
she can see articles or whatever, and then do things from there. But to just throw it right out on TV, I think she was smart about it. Is it Amos or Amos? Do you know?
I don't know if it's Amos or Amos. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to call him Amos for now.
Okay.
Amos. I'm not sure exactly
Amos.
how to.
Oh, I think it could be Amos. Amos, Amos, Amos.
It could be
Welcome to the Brown family.
the chaos. Welcome to the
Yeah.
chaos. And hopefully you are a really good match for Mary because she does need something. I mean, after the catfish thing, oh, that's what it was. Somebody commented and said, at least this one's real.
Brr.
I think they were happy for her, but they also had to throw that in there. It was a little bit of a reference to the catfishing, and which we are still going to be covering her catfishing situation. Amos has not deterred us from that. So we're going to be doing that soon, especially now with the specials all being done. But yes, happy birthday, Mary. Happy that you got your mans. Happy that you're out of the sister wives. Nobody is her sister wife. She's just got her man, her dog, her friend Jen, who also wished her a happy birthday and a really sweet post. So
Happy birthday to you, Anne.
thank you. And might as well set our subscriber goal here.
Yeah.
Surpassed it, our last one, by like 20.
The last day or two, we've surpassed it by quite a bit. So thank you, everybody, for subscribing, for sticking with us, for watching our videos. We're having a lot of fun doing this together. I think 250, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So 250 subscribers. We are looking to grow our family. If you would like to join, just click the subscribe button. It's free, it's easy, it's fun. We would love to have you here. Also, comment below. What do you think about Amos? Tell us how to pronounce this.
Right. If you got any
Whatever.
information, anything you want to get off your chest too about him or Mary or her whole situation, you can always leave it below. We love a good read.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
All right, sister wives, watchers, and chick chatters, we will talk to you in another video soon.
all right, bye.
Bye.